welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl IGBO Princess. Thank you so much for stopping by, and for all the gang members, hey, God bless you. Thank you so much. And if you are seeing my face for the very first time, my name is IGBO Princess and you are welcome to my channel. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends. Okay, thank you so much for stopping by. So guys, today I'm going to be talking about 5 things that I hated while growing up. I don't know if I've ever mentioned to you guys, I said when I was young, I so much wanted to become an adult. I had a reason, and the reason is, some of the reasons I'm going to be discussing it with you today. So guys, do not take this personal, okay? There are a lot of people who probably had the same experience that I had. This is just to let you know that you are not alone. We won, and we'll continue to win. So guys, as you can see, I have my book here. So guys, this is 5 things that I hated, or I still hate while I was growing up. So guys, I grew up in a village, okay, to a certain age before I came to Lagos. And so this is like before I turned 18. Okay, this is before I became an adult. Okay, let's say before I turned 16, because at 16 I was wiser, and okay, let's say in African setting, you're already seen as an adult. So this is beginning from when I was 8 till when I was 16 years old. So these are my 5 top things that I hated so much. So guys, the first one was that the number of men who could not wait to grab my boobs, who could not wait for my prematured bum, you know, that side, to get matured so that they can devour it. So guys, I was molested, not once, not twice, not three times. I can't count like the number of times that happened. The first experience I still remember, and I still remember where it happened. I still remembered what was happening, where I was coming from. I remember going to the market to drop something for my grandmother in the village, and then I was about 8 years, and then on my way from the market back to the house, a man, I had just little boobs, like just small, they have just coming out, and the man just grabbed me from the back. Okay, and after 3 or 4 days, and I also went to the market to drop something for my grandmother, and then on my way home, a man like brought out his manhood outside, was rubbing it and all that. Your girl took off. Like so guys, one of the things I hated so much was the fact that people around me took, guys around me, I don't know, they were addicted to the fact that I was still young and tender. A lot of people wanted to have sex with me. A lot of people wanted to rape me. A lot of people. So that is the first thing I hated while growing up. And that was why I've always wanted to say, oh, I wanted to grow up. I am tired of the sexual harassment and all that. So guys, I started having men sexually harassing me when I was 8 years. And it did not stop until I became an adult. Okay, so yeah, guys could not wait to grab the clitoris and the boobs and all that. So that is the first one. The second one is okay, if I'm looking down, you know that I'm looking at my book. The second thing I hated about growing up was I happened to be the first child of my mom. And there is this, you know, in Europe, it's not the society that will train, like, everybody will not train your child for you. Even when you try to talk to kids, they will say, you're not my mama or you're not my papa. So you have no right to tell me what to do and what not to do. But it was different when I was growing up, especially in Nigerian setting. It was very, very different. Everyone in the society served as your father and your mother. And one of the things that I hated was every minute of the day, every time you do something wrong, I did something wrong, somebody was always there. Even if the person is not my mom, it's not my father, or it's not my grandmother, or anyone that is related to me, the person is always there to tell me, oh, you don't know that you're going to become a wife tomorrow. Like, from day one, from the day you were born, or the day I was born, or the day I became like 8 years, I can remember the society told me that I am only a wife. Okay, so I was trained to become a wife. Like, every other thing that I did, I was just a wife and nothing more. A wife. Like, when you cross your leg, don't you know if when you get to your husband's house, is that how you're going to be opening your leg? Oh, is that how to eat when you get to your husband's house? You cannot learn now. Is that how you're going to be talking to your husband when you get to your, all those things? So that is the second thing that I hated about while growing up. So the third thing I hated, or I still hate about growing up, is the lack of good educational foundation. Like, going to nursery, good nursery school, going to good primary school, going to good good, you know, that foundation, you know, is very, very important. Like, going to the kindergarten, going to a good school, to have the right foundation. Even if as an adult you go to one kind of university, like state, or it doesn't matter the university, but if you had this basic education, good basic education. Okay, so guys, that was one of the things, that is one of the things I hated about growing up. So the fourth thing I hated about growing up is becoming an adult as a child because of being a first child. Like, like I said, I'm a first child of my mom, and as young as I can remember, maybe 7, I still remember things when I was 7 and 8. I had this responsibility. There was this responsibility that was given to me to look after my younger ones. Like, I was trained to believe that they are my responsibilities. Like, I have to work for them. I have to sacrifice my life for them and all that. So that is how the society saw it. And I remembered, like, when my grandmom, when my grandfather passed away, and then it was my grandmom, and we still lived in this mud house. And I remember one man taking me to his house. He had just built a block house. I was just a little girl. I was about around 7, 8 years. Then he took me to his compound. He said, look, you guys are so poor, okay? Like, you have to work hard. You have to do this, you have to do that, so that you'll be able to build a block house, because you guys are still staying in the mud house. So guys, that was the extent that people could go, the society could go, to make you as a child, to make you to become an adult. So as an adult, you start thinking about buying plane, buying this and all that. So it kind of stole your childhood, like that innocence, like you be. So guys, start the grammar. Okay, so that is the first thing. So the last thing on this list is hunger and hardship. Like, and if you look at it, after going through the first one, which was the number of men that was waiting for me to become an adult, like they could not even wait for me to have small breast before they started grabbing it, and all that. The last one is hunger. Like, as a child, I never woke up and like got that breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, I only heard that in school when they would tell you You eat morning, afternoon, and night. We only learn that at school, but we never ever practiced it. So that was hardship. When I mean that was hardship, that was hardship. Like you literally have to walk before you eat, even as a child. So there was hunger. It wasn't as if you had everything to eat or you even had something to eat. You just need to find something to eat. So guys, those are my 5 things that I hated about growing up. Okay guys, I've grown up now. So majority of those things have been taken care of because I'm an adult. And this video is specially meant for everyone out there who had suffered the same thing I did, especially as a young girl who was molested countless times. I can't remember like how many times, like how many times. It's not something that I can't count it. I can't remember. I can only tell you my first experience as a child because it was new to me. And yeah, so guys, if you're out there, know that you have a support, and thank God that you survived. Just keep pushing on. Everything is going to be good. And if you are a mother out there and you're a parent, and all that you can say to your child is close your leg, is this how you're going to open your leg in your husband's house, and all that. The society have changed, the world have changed, the world is growing. Okay, so there is a better way to do it. There's better way to do it. Protect your girl child. I know there are hardship. I know there are situations where you have to send your children to go to the street to hawk, but remember their future. You can't just feed them now and you forget that the future you are trying to protect is already destroyed, even as young as 12, 11, 10. So guys, take that at heart. I understand. I all this that's happened, I don't blame my grandmother, I don't blame my mom, I don't blame anybody. Okay, most of it I blame those stupid men out there who could not control. Like, they take pride in sleeping or having sex with young girls, molesting young girls. They will not go for women of their age. They will never go for such women. They will rather have that. They will, like, I even had one, so if I can, I remember, it's not if I can remember, I remember one telling me that look, we are going to take your pride, we are going to prime, like when you are still young, we are going to take this thing from you and all that. So when you get to your husband's house, okay, then we would have taken our own share. So you can imagine someone telling you that as a child. When I mean as a child, maybe 11, 10. So guys, that is it for today. So those are the 5 things that I hated about growing up. But I have grown and I'm an adult. If any man wants to try to rape me, I'll just cut off his manhood straight. There's no doubt about that. Okay. So guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, share it with friends and family to encourage somebody out there.